ups and downs. So this week SmackDown Live opened with a promo segment between The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and it's always good when these two lads have a bit of a ding-dong battle against each other, isn't it? Everyone gets excited. They're really good at working with each other. First, Daniel Bryan came out and lapped up the hometown applause like a happy hometown dog, and then Miz came out and he started getting in Bryan's face, and then Daniel was like, chill out, what are you yelling for? And Miz was like, you suck, you can't even wrestle anymore, you wish you could still wrestle, but lay back, it's all been done before. And then Bryan was like, no, whoa. Well, no, Bryan burned him, he wrecked Miz. Miz went, you can't wrestle, and Bryan went, it's never stopped you before. Oh! That segment gets enough, f***ing hell. Need to calm down. On to point number 2. So then Miz and Bryan's argument brought out several different wrestlers, and Bryan booked them all in a 4-way match. It was AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose versus The Miz versus Big Baron Corbin, Lord of the Bants. And he won. He pinned AJ Styles. It was a great match. It does get an up. It's 2-0 to the ups. However, it feels unnatural giving it an up, doesn't it? Because, you know, AJ Styles' push is on the... He's kind of... Baron's kind of... And it's just a bit sad, really. Maybe it's alright that they're putting Styles on the back burner. Maybe he'll come back with a vengeance, but it's just... You know that when Baron Corbin wins the WWE Championship, it's gonna suck. Next we got a sort of backstage gloomy promo from Luke Harper, who talked about the betrayal of Bray Wyatt and how he's acting like somebody else around everyone else, like Randy Orton sort of seducing him to the cool kid side, and Luke's like, no, you used to be my friend, we used to play Dungeons and Dragons together with Eric. Do you remember Eric and Braun? They're off doing their own, they don't really like Dungeons and Dragons anymore, but I do, and we could still play Dungeons and Dragons. I've still got my 17-sided dice, you f***ing nerds. Oh my god, no, I don't know what I'm talking like I was some kind of absolute jock in school. Hey loser, what's up? Anyway, Luke Harper's like sad and cross, so look out for that match. Luke Harper probably versus Randy Orton on Sunday. Gets an up. I'm really sorry about bashing D&D. Next we had a simultaneous sort of satellite, it was like it was the biggest simulcast since Raw and Nitro back in 2001. That's right, it was Nikki Bella and Natalya, because it's too dangerous to have them in the same building. They've been brawling out of control, and if they're let in the same space as each other again, they might knock over some t-shirts or something again. Anyway, I can't really buy into this feud. It's kind of WWE doing the whole, women are crazy, aren't they? Aren't women f***ing insane? Where like, Natalya says really personal stuff like Nikki's never going to have a kid, and if she wasn't already married, John would want to be with her instead. And it's like, can we give them a feud like what the men have got? You know, at least the rest of the women's roster on SmackDown have a kind of legit wrestlers feud, but with Natalya and Nikki, it's total divas bullshittery, and it gets it down from me. But forgot about this. Doesn't count on ups and downs because this is just of SmackDown Live itself. But on Talking Smack, Nikki Bella was jumped by Natalya. She was like, she's watching it back, like she can't relax. Natalya put her under the glass table and then pulled her forwards, and her head cracked into the underside of the glass. It was a cool, innovative spot. Kind of adds a bit more fire to this match before Sunday, so hopefully it's okay. But on the whole, the feud has let me down just a little bit. Sadly, next we get another down because Dolph Ziggler lost to Apollo Crews in a minute. What? I get the story that Ziggler's overconfident and really mean, and Apollo Crews rolled him up, and then Ziggler beat him down with a chair. Then Kalisto ran out to save Apollo, and Ziggler beat him down with a chair. Oh, poor Dolph. He was doing so well with The Miz in that feud, and now he's in just one of the worst feuds on SmackDown, man. Feel bad for him, but you know, he's got a bit of a feature match on Sunday at Elimination Chamber, where he will be facing Apollo Crews and Kalisto in a 2-on-1 handicap match. But this segment was one of the low points of the show, maybe the lowest of them all. Next up we had, and if Phil, you can just put like the letters as I say them, it was the big bloody women's contract signing, or BBWCS, as I like to call it, between Becky Lynch and Mickie James and Alexa Bliss and Naomi at the same time. Now you might be saying, WWE, why are these two feuds so melded together inextricably? Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? But I think on the other hand, it kind of works because Mickie and Alexa are such close allies, a bit like Kevin Owens and Jericho over on Raw. And this contract signing was good. I'm looking forward to both of those matches on Sunday. Maybe more so the Mickie James Becky Lynch one, that could be a very technical sort of encounter, maybe even a classic in terms of women's wrestling in 2017 when we look back on the year. Alexa and Naomi, not too excited for, because I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that Alexa's going to retain. But we'll see what happens. For now, this segment does definitely get an up on SmackDown Live this week. Next, we have the tag division, which has consistently been maybe the worst division on SmackDown since American Alpha won those titles. This time we had a big 6-man on 6-man, a big 12-man tag match between American Alpha, Rhino and Heath Slater, and Breezango. They were on the faces team for some reason, and on the heels team you had the Vaudevillains, Ascension, and the Usos. And the Ascension got the pinfall. What? No way! It's hard to get excited for this sort of stuff. They need to build feud to get in the tag division since the Wyatts left it. This gets it down. And finally, the main event that we've been asking for so long. It's been in higher demand than any dream match you can think of. More than Rollins versus Styles, more than Joe versus Styles, or anyone versus Styles, but more than Balor versus Undertaker, more than Undertaker versus Cena. It was John Cena versus Randy Orton. Apparently for the first time ever on SmackDown Live. Maybe it was on maybe SmackDown Live is a different beast to SmackDown. It was a disappointing one, wasn't it? Cena and Orton, two of the greats and all that jazz, but they really don't have that sort of natural chemistry with each other, and it gets it down. It furthers the storylines going into Elimination Chamber. Like, Bray Wyatt got involved and tried to cost Cena the match, but then Harper came in and negated that, and then Orton tried to hit Harper with the RKO, got pushed into the attitude adjustment, and Cena won. Cena versus Orton though, isn't it? It's hard to get that excited, but Cena won. Yeah, get in! Can you believe it, Phil? Can you believe that Cena won?
No.
So it's a draw on SmackDown Ups and Downs. As you can tell by Phil's enthusiasm, it was a pretty weak show. Still a draw, some high points. It was a go-home show. Less of an emphasis on good matches, more on storylines. The opening match was good. I don't know. It was a draw. See you soon. Thanks for watching. @JackTheJobber.